How quickly did you say to each other that you loved each other?
Probably maybe about 2-3 weeks into the relationship, so very, very early on. But I think it was more her trying to get it out of me, because she would say it to me, and then she would say, "Come on, now you need, like, why are you saying this?" And I said, "Is this not a bit too early to say that?" And she was like, "It's never too early to say I love you." We'd probably been together maybe 3-4 months by this stage. Because I was still living at a different property at my own flat, she kind of said, "Well, look, you're spending all your time here. Why don't you kind of, rather than paying rent out onto a different property, then move in with me. You're spending all your time with me. It would make a lot more sense for you to pool your money here instead." And because I felt, things were going well, that it would work out for the long run, then it just felt like a natural next move. When I moved in, that's when things started to turn, I think. So shortly after I'd moved in, she said that I wasn't allowed to keep any of my belongings in the house. I kind of queried it to begin with and said, "Well, why?" And she said, "Well, because you don't need all these things anyway. There's a lot of things here that are just excessive belongings." To which I said, "Well, no, a lot of these things are clothes and kind of some sentimental things." And she said, "Well, you can keep them, but they'll have to go in the garage." A few days later, she said, "Well, you've been spending a lot of your time here with me over the last few months, and now you're here living with me. So this is my house, it's my rules, and you need to pay me the back pay and the back rent from the time that you were here." So she demanded that I pay her £700 on the spot, and then for moving in with her and living with her moving forward, I would need to pay £700 rent money to her every month, on top of paying the rest of the bills, utility bills, council tax, etc. on top of that. And I kind of queried it and said at the time, "Look, don't you think we should be paying things 50-50 here?"